Sister-in-law comes near the guy. Hey, little brother-in-law, your big brother is calling you. Then the guy starts to leave, but his wife comes in front of him and says, where are you going? The guy says, oh, my big brother is calling me. He must need something, so I'm going there. It's nothing serious. Wife says, you're not going to your brother's place. Just go straight to your office and come home on time this evening. You know today is Karva Chauth, right? Also bring the stuff we need for it. And about your big brother, I'll talk to him myself. I'll tell him you had some urgent work, so you went to the office early. The guy says, it must be something important. What's the harm in meeting him for a bit? Wife says angrily, he never has anything important. He just sits at home acting like a king and treats you like his servant. There's no need to listen to him. Just quietly go to your office. But the guy doesn't listen and ignores his wife, walking out anyway. The wife gets angry and says, he never listens to me. I don't know what kind of spell his brother has over him that he always runs after him. A little while later, the guy reaches his big brother's house and says, brother, you called me? The elder brother hands him some money and says, here, keep this. Since today is Karva Chauth, buy some clothes and whatever else your wife needs. The guy says, brother, that's not necessary. I can manage myself. The elder brother replies, yeah, I know you can, but you usually borrow money to do it. I know your job has been gone for 2 or 3 months now. Meanwhile, the wife is secretly standing near the door, listening to everything. The elder brother continues, I know exactly how your family situation is. Hiding things doesn't make them better. You have to fix the problem. You probably think you've grown up and can handle everything yourself, and maybe your wife thinks the same. But for me, you're not just my brother. You're like my own son. If you ever have any problem, you should tell me. Don't suffer in silence. Then the sister-in-law says, your job's been gone for 4 months now, but you never told your brother. Look, I understand that we live separately, but we're still one family, right? If we don't help you, then who will? You should be thankful that I told your brother about your problem. Otherwise, you'd still be taking loans to get by. Then the husband walks outside and says to his wife, see now, my brother and sister-in-law really love us. They treat me like their own son. And you always think badly about them. You should be ashamed. Look, this money is just for your clothes, okay? But you don't even know what shame is. All you do is think negatively and talk badly about my brother and his wife. The wife gets emotional, starts crying, and says, I'm sorry, I'll never think that way again. You're right, they really do love us so much. Narrator. But even after seeing all this, you still haven't liked the video or subscribed to the channel. So go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe now, and tell me in the comments where you're watching this video from.
The woman was carrying vegetables from the cart and heading home when the cart owner stopped her. Who told you to give her vegetables? The staff replied, Sir, this ma'am pays her dues every month. The owner said, she hasn't paid for this month. The woman said, what are you saying? My husband gave you the money this morning. The owner replied, I didn't receive any money. Return the vegetables. The woman said, please don't do this. My child will stay hungry. As soon as my husband comes, I will bring your money. But the owner forcefully took the vegetables from her hand and said, bring the money first, then take the vegetables. Now leave. The woman left, and after she was gone, the owner told the staff, from today, don't give anything on credit to anyone without asking me. Then he gave the vegetables back to the staff. A little while later, the woman's husband returned and said, why are you sitting outside in this heat? Go prepare the food quickly. The woman stood up angrily and said, I didn't cook. The man asked, why didn't you cook? The woman replied, there's nothing in the house. I went to buy groceries, but the shopkeeper threw me out. The man said, I was going to pay, but I got a call from our child's school. Today was the last day. If the fees weren't paid, An old watchman throws a gold chain on the ground and says to a girl, ma'am, you dropped your chain. The girl replies, yes, it's mine, and tells her male friend, quickly, pick it up. The boy picks up the chain, and the two of them go inside. The watchman then signals to a woman nearby, and she marks a cross on the photo of the boy and the girl. Later, another man comes, and the watchman throws a bundle of cash behind him, saying, sir, you dropped your money. The man says, thank you, uncle. This was my money that had fallen. Good thing you told me. Otherwise, I would have suffered a big loss today. And then he keeps the money and goes inside. Again, the watchman signals to the woman, and she marks a cross on that man's photo too. Then, a young woman arrives. The watchman throws another bundle of cash and says, ma'am, you dropped your money. The girl says, this isn't mine. It must belong to someone else. If anyone comes looking for it, please give it back to them. The watchman says, since you found it, you should keep it. But the girl replies, it's not my money. How can I keep it? You keep it with you. I'm getting late, and hands it back before leaving. This time, when the watchman signals to the woman, she puts a tick on the girl's photo. Later, everyone was waiting for their interview. Then the girl asks another candidate, are you here for the interview? He replies, yes, I am. Then the girl laughs and says, we all know we should wear proper formal clothes for an interview, but it seems she doesn't. She's dressed like some village girl. Maybe she's here for a cleaning job, not the interview. The girl calmly replies, I'm here for the interview and there's nothing wrong with my clothes. The manager will look at my talent, not my outfit. The other girl snaps, please shut up. The manager calls her assistant and says, send these 3 people in. All 3 go inside for the interview. The manager says, I've already checked your CVs online, but I want to ask one question. Why do you want to work in this company? The first girl says, this is a big company, and I want to work here so I can grow myself and help the company grow too. The manager says, good. and then asks another man. The man says, "It's my dream to work in such a big company, and I believe I deserve to be here." Then she asks the last one. The last boy says, "This is one of the biggest companies in the city, so I want to join it and make my parents feel proud." The manager says, "All three of you are qualified, but you're missing one quality." They all ask, "What is it?" The manager says, "Wait," and calls the assistant to bring in another girl. She comes in and the manager says, "Please come in," and then says, "That quality is honesty. I already tested you all at the gate and all of you know what you've done. Our company is at the top because every employee here is honest. We need people we can trust completely." The man says, "We are sorry for that, but if it were another person in our place, he would have done the same as us." The manager replies, "You were tempted by something so small. Tomorrow, if someone offers you something bigger, you might give away our company's confidential data. We can't hire people like that." Then the manager rejected that 3 candidates and gives the job to the honest girl. Do you think honesty is important in a company? If yes, like and subscribe to let us know.
Look, kids, this is a total of 2 million rupees, our entire lifetime savings, and I'll give this money to only one of you 3, the one who agrees to keep me and your dad with them. Then the eldest son says, "Mom, I can keep you and Dad with me, but you already know we don't earn that much. If you both stay with us, we won't be able to give you a good life. Krishna and Sumit both make good money. If you live with them, you'll have a comfortable life." Sumit says, "Okay, Mom and Dad, you can stay with me, but first, tell us whose company you really prefer." Mom says, "I actually want to live with all 3 of you, but that's not possible. Since your father's health isn't good and he needs to visit the doctor often, I think Krishna would be the best choice. He has a house, money, and even a car. He can take good care of us. Sumit, you don't have a proper house or any facilities yet, so it might be difficult for you if we stay with you. That's why I can't live with you, son." Krishna says, "All right, if the decision's made, I'll take care of Mom and Dad." Then the mother puts all the money into a bag, hands it to Krishna, and says, "Son, this money is yours now. Keep it safe." Sumit says, "Brother, please take good care of Mom and Dad." Krishna replies, "Oh, shut up. You should worry about yourself first. Not sure if you'll even have dinner tonight, and you're trying to tell me how to take care of them? I know what to do. You don't need to worry about anything. Now get out of here." Sumit and the others bow down to their parents and leave. A few days later, the daughter-in-law says, "Pack your bags and get out of my house." Mom says, "What are you saying, dear? How can you talk like this?" The daughter-in-law says, "Look, Mom, our expenses have gone up a lot. We can't afford to take care of you 2 anymore. Please take your stuff and leave." Mom says, "Have you forgotten that I gave you 2 million rupees? And now you're telling me to leave the house?" The daughter-in-law replies, "Oh, come on. What's even the value of 2 million rupees?"
It's said that the safest place in a car crash is between 2 overweight people, as their body fat could cushion you like airbags. To test this claim, the Mythbusters team staged a collision between a truck and a small car. Since no one volunteered, they used a crash test dummy. In the first trial, the dummy sat alone in the back seat and experienced 620 G of force, resulting in severe spinal fractures, an unsurvivable scenario. In the second test, the dummy was placed between 2 overweight person models filled with water. Surprisingly, the outcome was worse. The dummy's head was decapitated and the body suffered more damage. Why? Because the human body is mostly water and fluids transmit impact instead of absorbing it. Final verdict, sitting between 2 heavy people doesn't protect you. It may even make the impact worse.
The peon was on his way back after serving the water when an angry police officer suddenly arrived. Seeing him, the peon began to hide his face. The policeman said, "Why are you hiding your face? Go hide anywhere you want, but I will find you." Then the peon said, "I beg you, sir, please don't make a scene here. Please leave from here." The policeman replied, "Why shouldn't I make a scene? Everyone should know what a big thief you are. I want my money right now." The peon said, "I will give it to you very soon, but please leave from here now." At that moment, the office owner arrived and asked the policeman, "Who allowed you to come inside?" The policeman said, "I work in the village, and this man borrowed $50,000 from me. He has returned only $20,000. Whenever I ask for the rest, he keeps fooling me, saying, 'I'll give it today, I'll give it tomorrow.' Then he changes his job and goes somewhere else. I want my money right now." Then a girl said, "People should not give jobs to such men. Who knows where else he might have stolen from? Today only the policeman came. Tomorrow others will also come. Remove him from work." Another man also said, "She's right. Before giving him a job, you should have found out about his background." The owner said, "Uncle, did you take money from him?" The peon replied, "Yes, 3 years ago when my daughter was very sick. That's why I had borrowed $50,000 from them. I have already paid $20,000 and every month I also pay interest. But wherever I work, he comes there asking for money, and people think I have done something wrong. Then they fire me immediately. I am just a small peon. My salary is $2,000. Out of that, $1,000 goes on home expenses, and I give the remaining $1,000 to him. Even then, every month he comes asking for more. When people see him talking to me, they think I have done some fraud and they throw me out of the job. Until now, I have given him $20,000 cash and $20,000 as interest, yet he is demanding another $30,000. Tell me, from where can I give him so much money at once? The policeman interrupted and said, "Stop talking. I've brought this file. Sign it. From today your land will be mine, and all accounts will be settled." When the peon was about to sign helplessly, the lady stopped him and said, "You don't need to sign." Then she asked the policeman, "How much is still left?" The policeman said, "He has already paid $20,000, but including interest, $40,000 is still pending." The lady asked, "Do you have a bank account?" The policeman replied, "Yes." The lady asked him to give his account number. The policeman unlocks his phone and gave his bank details. The lady immediately transferred $30,000 to him and said, "The rest will reach your account by tonight." The policeman agreed and was about to leave when a man said to him, "Give me your bank details too." And a girl also said, "Give them to me as well." Both of them sent $5,000 each to the policeman. The policeman then said, "Now I will leave." But the lady stopped him and said, "You have received your full money. Now give him back his property papers." The policeman returned the property papers to the peon, and then he left. The peon said, "Thank you. Because of you, this burden was lifted from my head. Otherwise, people, out of fear of this policeman, would keep firing me from jobs. I will return your money soon by working part-time." The lady said, "There's no need for that. We don't want that money. And I didn't help you alone. Everyone here did." Did these people do the right thing by helping the peon with his money? If yes, then like and subscribe to show your support.
This girl eats fritters from a street vendor and asks if she can pay online. The vendor replies, "I don't have any online payment system." So the girl says, "But I don't have any cash. These days everyone accepts online payments." The fritter seller smiles and says, "It's okay, you can eat. When you have cash, you can pay me later." The girl replies, "But I don't even live here. How will I pay you?" The seller responds, "No problem. If it's written in destiny, we'll meet again and you can pay then." The girl says, "You have such a good heart, sister. If I ever pass through here again, I'll make sure to pay you." The seller smiles. "All right." A little while later, the fritter seller gets a call from her mother, who tells her to bring some wheat flour. She agrees and goes to the grocery store. At the store, she asks for a packet of flour. The shopkeeper gives it and says, "That'll be 200 rupees. She replies, "Brother, please take 100 today, and I'll give you the other 100 tomorrow." But the shopkeeper says firmly, "No credit here. Bring full money, then you'll get the goods." Just then, another man comes into the shop and asks for a packet of tea leaves. The shopkeeper gives it and says, "That'll be 100 rupees. The man takes out cash to pay, but the fritter seller interrupts. "Brother, please, give this 100 to the shopkeeper on my behalf. I'll return it to you in an hour. I urgently need this flour to cook at home." The shopkeeper gets annoyed. "Stop creating drama here. I told you, no credit, go away." The man turns to the shopkeeper and says, "Why are you speaking so harshly with her?" The shopkeeper replies, "This is her regular drama. She asks for a loan for 2 hours but pays back after 4 days. Money doesn't grow on trees. She should stop coming like this." The man quietly takes out a 500 rupee note, gives it to the shopkeeper and says, "Deduct her 100 from this as well and clear my bill too." The shopkeeper says, "But sir, why are you paying for her?" The man replies, "My money, my choice." The shopkeeper shrugs, "Fine, not my problem," and hands the flour to the fritter seller. After they leave, the woman stops him and says, "Sir, thank you so much for helping me. Please give me your address. I'll return your 100 rupees in 2 days." The man smiles. "No need to return it. It was just 100 rupees. Instead, if you ever feel like paying me back, just help someone else in need with the same amount. Think of it as giving it back to me." The fritter seller smiles and says, "Brother, I run a fritter stall in the market nearby. If you ever feel like eating, please come. I'll serve you with love." The man nods. "Sure, sister, I'll definitely come." Later that day, when the man is at home, his sister comes in happily and says, "Guess what? Today I ate for free." The man asks, "How?" She explains, "On my way back from meeting a friend, I was hungry and stopped at a fritter stall. When it came time to pay, I told the seller I'd pay online, but she said she didn't know how. Then I told her I didn't have any cash. She said, 'It's okay, pay me later.' And just like that, I ate for free." The man is shocked. Strange, because something opposite happened to me. At the grocery store, there was a woman who didn't have enough money to buy flour. I helped her with 100 rupees. Later, she told me she also sells fritters at her cart. His sister looks at him and says, "Do you think it could be the same woman? The world is small after all. If it was her, then in a roundabout way, the money still reached her."